Dark Winter.
Hey, what's up guys, Spectre here, and today I wanted to review what is possibly my new favorite weapon, and that's the high-end black market AK-74. First I wanted to show off the unmodded base version I crafted, and then I'll show it off with my usual attachments. Just a quick look at the base stats, it starts with 9,002 damage, 500 rounds per minute, and 30 bullets in the mag, which is pretty decent. Checking out the talents, we have Intense. The first bullet of a magazine has 13% chance to apply the on fire status to a target. I'm still working up to activating that one. I also plan to pair this with the Wildfire ability. Applying burn to any target triggers a 30% chance to apply the effects to all targets within 10 meters. But going back to the talents on the AK-74, the next is Adept. Using a skill increases your critical hit chance by 9% for 5 seconds. This is super helpful because I'm constantly popping one skill or another. And finally, Ferocious. Damage against elite and named enemies is increased by 13%. This one is especially useful when paired with the mod I have, but as you can see, this is still unmodded. Here's a look at the weapon's recoil. I'm just going to hit the right trigger without fighting the recoil at all. You can see it spray upward pretty quickly, but this can be mitigated with a nice grip. And now this is me fighting the recoil. I'll try to keep the shots in the middle of the torso. If you can get used to fighting the recoil, you can get pretty accurate with this thing, although I wouldn't count on this gun for long range encounters. Here's a look at how it handles at more mid to close range. And now let's mod this thing. To start off, I add this high-end scope I crafted. Again, it's usually for a marksman's rifle, but the 22.50% headshot damage and 6.50% critical hit chance are definitely worth it on this gun, and the sizable damage boost too. I wouldn't actually zoom in with this thing though. Second, I use this high-end extended mag I crafted, which gives me 31% critical hit damage and a 98.50% increased mag size, giving me 59 rounds to a magazine. This attachment just brings this gun to a whole new level. I can shred named enemies and elites with the talent I mentioned earlier, and this huge clip. I use this high-end hand stop I also crafted, as it helps add accuracy and more hipfire accuracy for those close encounters and rogue situations. And finally, this muzzle, which I do want to switch out eventually with something better at some point, but for now gives me an 18% buff to accuracy and a 6.50% critical hit chance buff. Now here's the recoil with mods. Again, I won't fight the recoil, it still jumps vertically, but much slower. And here, I'll fight the recoil. I'll try to keep each shot in the middle of the torso area. It's much more manageable now, but again, this wouldn't be my weapon of choice for prolonged range encounters. I'd switch to my marksman rifle for that. Here's close range recoil without fighting it again. Overall, I've been blown away by the AK-74. I call it a chainsaw. It just shreds enemies with this huge mag and high damage. I'd most definitely recommend it for those who may be aiming for sustained DPS or something for close to mid-range encounters. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Remember to subscribe for more Division content, and as always, thanks for watching guys.
Dark Winter.